Hello everyone, welcome to Chelsea Sport Focus. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of breaking news. Let's get started.
Chelsea have decided to accelerate their defensive plans and are now targeting a January signing of a former Real Madrid centre-back as they look to support new head coach Romano during a crucial phase of the season. The shift in strategy reflects growing concern inside the club over persistent defensive problems that have already cost Chelsea valuable points and momentum. The need for a new centre-back has been evident for months. Chelsea's defensive unit has struggled with injuries, inconsistency, and a lack of reliability. Levi Colwill's ACL injury earlier in the campaign removed a key pillar from the back line, and despite clear warnings, reinforcements were not brought in during the summer. That decision has since proven costly. Throughout the season, Chelsea have looked fragile defensively, often conceding preventable goals and failing to control games from the back. Trevoh Chalobah has been used mainly as a rotational option rather than a consistent starter. Wesley Fofana's ongoing fitness issues continue to limit his availability. Benoit Badiashile has shown flashes of quality, but has struggled to deliver consistent performances. Josh Acheampong remains underused in central defence, while Tosin Adarabioyo has failed to convince as a long-term solution. Axel Disasi, meanwhile, has already been pushed out of the picture entirely. These issues contributed to the dismissal of Enzo Marresca, who had previously pushed for a centre-back signing, only to see his request ignored. With Romano now in charge, Chelsea appear determined not to repeat the same mistake. According to reports from The Telegraph, the club originally planned to wait until the summer to strengthen the defence, but have now brought those plans forward. The aim is to give Romano immediate support and stabilise a squad that has been leaking goals and confidence. Two names have emerged as primary targets. One is Jacobo Ramon, a former Real Madrid academy defender who made 6 senior appearances for the Spanish Giants before joining Como last summer. Under Cesc Fabregas, Ramon has impressed with his composure on the ball, positional awareness, and maturity beyond his years. His performances in Serie A have caught Chelsea's attention, and the club believe he could fit their possession-based defensive profile. The second option is Jeremy Jacquet of Rennes, another highly rated young centre-back. Rennes have a strong reputation for developing elite defensive talents, and Jacquet is widely viewed as their next standout prospect. Chelsea have already been linked with him extensively, and discussions are believed to be ongoing. His athleticism, anticipation, and ability to play out from the back make him an attractive long-term investment. However, this renewed approach has raised familiar questions among Chelsea supporters. While both Ramon and Jacquet are talented and promising, there is scepticism about whether either is ready to step in immediately and become a guaranteed starter in a Premier League side under pressure. Chelsea's recent struggles suggest the team needs not just potential, but proven reliability at the heart of defence. That concern is amplified by the continued absence of interest in Marc Guehi. The former Chelsea Academy graduate has developed into one of the Premier League's most consistent centre-backs, is an established England international, and captained Crystal Palace to FA Cup success. He offers leadership, experience, and immediate quality, exactly what Chelsea appear to be lacking. Yet despite his availability, the club seem reluctant to revisit that option. The situation underlines a wider debate around Chelsea's transfer policy. The club remain committed to their long-term model of signing young, high-upside players, even when short-term results suffer. While this strategy may pay off in the future, it risks undermining immediate competitiveness and placing excessive pressure on new managers. For Romano, the January window could define the early trajectory of his tenure. Chelsea's willingness to act now suggests recognition of past mistakes, but whether the chosen targets can truly stabilise the defence remains to be seen. What is clear is that Chelsea can no longer afford delay. Defensive reinforcement is no longer optional, it is essential if the season is to be salvaged. Chelsea have received a significant boost as Mykhailo Mudryk has officially been cleared of all disciplinary sanctions and fully reinstated into the first-team squad, marking a decisive turning point for both the player and the club. His return comes at a critical stage of the season and aligns with the beginning of a new era under head coach Romano, whose appointment signals a shift toward discipline, clarity, and renewed belief at Stamford Bridge. For Chelsea, Mudryk's comeback is not simply about adding a winger back into rotation, but about restoring confidence and identity during a delicate rebuild. Mudryk's absence had been one of the most frustrating subplots of Chelsea's campaign. Signed with enormous expectations as one of Europe's most explosive young attackers, the Ukrainian struggled to find consistency amid tactical instability and off-field issues. During his time away, Chelsea conducted an internal process that allowed the player to reflect, train individually, and address concerns raised by the club. With all requirements now fulfilled, sources describe Mudryk as focused, humbled, and determined to restart his Chelsea career with purpose. Liam Rosenior's influence has been central to this decision. Since arriving, the new head coach has emphasised accountability, clear roles, and strong man management. Rosenior personally held multiple discussions with Mudryk before approving his return, making it clear that reputation alone would not guarantee opportunities. The message was simple: commitment and discipline come first. This approach has already resonated within the squad, and Mudryk's reintegration is viewed internally as a clear example of Rosenior's balanced leadership style. Back in full training, Mudryk has impressed staff with his sharpness, intensity, and attitude. Teammates have noted improved communication and decisiveness, while fitness coaches confirm he is in peak physical condition following a tailored conditioning program. Rosenior is believed to be experimenting with Mudryk on both flanks and in more direct attacking roles, seeing his pace and willingness to take risks as vital tools in breaking down stubborn defences. Chelsea have often lacked directness in the final third, and Mudryk's return offers new tactical flexibility and competition in wide areas. Off the pitch, the decision sends a strong message. Past mistakes will not permanently define a player if standards are met. For supporters, it reignites cautious optimism that Mudryk can finally deliver on his potential in blue. While an immediate starting role is not guaranteed, Rosenior has confirmed the winger will be available for selection, with consistency now the priority. Alongside this internal reset, Chelsea's January ambitions extend into the transfer market. Following Rosenior's appointment, the club has identified Marc Guehi and Vinicius Jr. as priority targets. Rosenior wants Chelsea to control matches, build from the back, and become more ruthless in attack. Guehi, a former academy product, is viewed as the ideal defensive leader, combining composure, Premier League experience, and familiarity with Chelsea's culture. His ability to play out from defence fits perfectly with the new tactical vision, and talks are believed to be progressing positively. The interest in Vinicius Jr. represents a bold statement of intent. Rosenior sees the Brazilian as a transformative figure who could instantly elevate